Hey guys, it's me Anderson9132. Now, I'm not in a very good mood today. In fact, I wasn't in a very good mood a few weeks ago when some guy who lives in Malaysia, called Huckool, decided to completely diss the FMRW community. However, this isn't actually a video towards him as such, it's more of a video to his fanboys, including a certain person.
And that man is Mr. BV256. This is because he posted a comment and launched 1995's Take the Mick Out of Huckool video with the comment, why is everybody being mean to Huckool recently? Now I believed this was because he didn't see the forum post that Master put on the FMRW forum, showing people what an arse he actually is. So I decided to send him the link to this.
And now I'm going to show you the message that he sent back to me.
Why Huckool sucks. People have different opinions.
So what you're saying is that it's okay for him to call us talentless, useless, really harsh names, for him to say that he's the most skilled person on YouTube and say that his videos are far too superior to us because it's his opinion? Well, now that you say that, maybe he is right.
I agree he went slightly too far.
Slightly too far? That's like saying your car's only slightly useless once it's had its wheels nicked.
But you and about 5 other people making serious hate videos against him is even worse.
What the fuck?
So what you're saying is that I have uploaded hate videos on Huckool. Well, I'm sorry, but I can go through every single one of my videos and I'm pretty certain that there is not one Huckool hate video in there. So tell me why you think I've made a hate video. And 5 more people? What the hell are you on about? The only YouTube channels who have actually made hate videos are Roscoe Whitey and Launch 1995, and even then they've only made 3 between them, with Roscoe Whitey making 2 and Launch 1995 making 1.
Also, they're not really that serious, are they? It's just us stating why Family Rewards doesn't work. If it was serious, we'd be saying stuff like, we hope you die, we'd be taking photographs of him and showing them with bullets in his head or something like that. What we're doing is using our amazing, I should say, commentary skills to show that Family Rewards as a stop motion series doesn't bloody work. Because it doesn't bloody work. And also, even worse, are you serious? So it's okay for him to say bad things about us, about our families, about our series, to say that he's far better than us, etc, 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 etc. And yet we get told off for just showing our opinions that stop motion doesn't work and showing why it doesn't work. Bullshit! Utter bullshit!
Stop motion and Family Rewards both have good and bad points.
So this is his list of the good points of stop motion.
Neat.
Neat. Are you serious? Now, there's 2 real ways of saying neat, aren't there? There's neat as in it's good neat, and then there's neat as in it's tidy neat. Well, from what I can tell of his series, is that it is neither of those 2 versions of neat.
Now, this isn't neat in either way. First of all, this isn't neat as in it's cool. Look how boring this is. Look how slow the movements are. Look how slow the action is. Second of all, it isn't neat as in tidy either. Because look at how jittery this thing is. It is so jittery, it's ridiculous. It looks like a broken record. And also, you forgot to mention how unbelievable it is. Because there is no moving freaking parts on any of the robots. And since when could tornadoes self-right? It's invertible. And how the hell is Chaos 2 flipping out of the arena when there is no flipping flipper? No pun intended, of course. And how the hell did it do that? It could never flip their metal. Seriously. The laws of physics do not oblige to this sort of thing.
So that's the first strike against you.
A lot more skill needed.
What? What? A lot more skill needed? Are you serious? What, for pushing 2 minibots a millimetre forward and taking a picture of it? Oh yeah, that is really, really, really difficult, isn't it? You need so much skill to do that. Minibots. Camera. 5-year-old could do this!
In fact, the only skill I can actually think of that you would need to have whilst making a stop-motion Robot Wars series is to A, have the skill of not being able to die of boredom, and B, having the skill of not wanting to kill yourself whilst making the damn thing, because it's so boring to make!
And you can say, well, okay, fine, but putting all the pictures together is difficult. Wrong. All you've got to do is go where the pictures are stored and click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. A 3-year-old knows how to do that. And suppose you're thinking to yourself, well, he's got sound effects. Oh, whoop-de-fucking-do. I'm sorry, but that isn't that hard either, right? All you need is a microphone. Put it next to a speaker and then press record on the PC to record the sound effects you want to say. Then you click and drag it into the right place. That might sound a little bit sophisticated for a 5-year-old, but I was able to do that at age 10, for Christ's sake.
More time.
Now, I kind of sympathise with you for this one because it does take a long time to make stop motion, but I'm pretty certain that it takes a lot longer to make a FMRW series. Discluding making the robots in the arena, because that technically isn't actually making it, it takes me at least roughly half an hour to film each heat because I've got to film the heat, take the robots out, put the new robots in. If there's Lego robots in there, they're probably going to be shattered all over the arena. Got to pick the pieces up, refix the robots, put the new ones in, switch house robots around, make sure there's enough room left on the damn camera for me to be able to film some more. That there alone takes half an hour. And then, of course, it also comes to editing, which I spend at least 2 hours doing for each heat. Now, I've spoken to Huckool before, well, argued with him more or less, and he has stated that it takes him roughly an hour to do it, and he only makes matches that are about 30 seconds long. After an hour's work, are you kidding me? So, our work is not only a lot longer, the fights are also a lot better and a lot longer as well, but it takes us a lot longer to do it. So, that statement is complete bollocks again. And now it's time for the bad points of stop motion.
Usually no commentary. Lack of robots.
Now I agree 100% with what you have just said there. However, you forgot to mention that the majority of them also don't have moving weapons. Now I know what you're thinking. The majority of mini-bots don't actually have moving weapons, so it should be impossible to be able to make a stop motion series with moving weapons with the mini-bots. That's why you should use the pullbacks, because they have moving weaponry. That makes pullbacks a better resource for making stop motion Robot Wars series. Now it's time for the good parts of Family Robot Wars.
Commentary.
Couldn't agree more, mate.
Different types of robots.
Again, I couldn't agree more.
More variety.
Oh, and would you look at that? One more time, I couldn't actually agree more with you.
And now for the bad points for Fan-Made Robot Wars. Hands block parts of the arena during battles.
Now, that one I can completely sympathise with, I guess. But if you actually have enough skill doing so, then it's sort of a problem that can be avoided if you have enough skill actually doing it, if you know what I mean.
Sometimes biased. Not saying you do biased battles, but other people do.
Now this one I can't actually sympathise with because I have yet to know a biased Family Robot Wars series, and even if there is one out there that is biased, I couldn't honestly tell you which one it is, because as far as I'm concerned, none of them are being biased. However, even if we were being biased towards a certain robot, the majority of us will then leave it at that. For example, if we were let's say me, if I was being biased towards a robot in my series to win a fight, and it ended up losing, I would leave it at that. I would not make the robot that I wanted to lose. I would let it go through to the next round, like that. You see, there's a difference. I also find it quite strange that you say that we're sometimes biased is a bad thing for Fan-Made Robot Wars, yet you fail to mention that stop motion is fixed as a bad point for that. Really? Really? That's fair, isn't it? Okay, so I hope this video has said two things to all you Huckool fanboys out there. One, FMRW Wars is better than stop motion by a country mile, and two, the reason why we're all making hate videos and the reason why we dislike him. The man is an idiot. He thinks his series is vastly superior because it has more views. He thinks that views, subscribers and comments are the three major factors to having a good series on YouTube, which is complete nonsense. Alright? YouTube was made as a hobby website. It's for people to put hobbies on. Family Wars is a hobby, okay? YouTube was made for people whose hobby is making videos. People who make Family Wars series like myself make videos as a hobby. We make videos of it as a hobby. We put them on YouTube because that is a hobby website. We don't care about views, we don't care about subscribers, and we don't care about comments, right? And okay, we may not have the biggest audience base out there, but we still have an audience because there's obviously people who like Family Wars, otherwise there wouldn't be other series out there. And there's a hell of a lot more Family Wars series than there are stop motion bull crap that going like you're doing right now. You think that sound effects are good? Bullshit, they're terrible. Your sound effects are awful, man. You think that you have such skill. You don't. You have no skill whatsoever. You push 2 milliwatts forward a millimeter and take a photograph of it. Anybody can do that. If you care to look at all of our accounts, right, you would see that me, Master, Launch 995, Silver TARDIS, Robots Great Wall, and Roscoe Whitey all have more subscribers than you do. We all have more subscribers. It's not, I'm sorry, it just is that fact. We have more subscribers than you. And you say, because you have more views, you're superior. No, the reason why you have more views is because people obviously keep accidentally clicking on your things or keep discovering them by accident, and then they realise they don't like it. Because if they realised they did like it, they would subscribe to you, which they haven't. Meanwhile, people who accidentally stumble upon our videos obviously do like it. That's why we've got more subscribers. I bet all you people are thinking to yourselves right now, saying to me, but you put on the Family Wars forum that everybody should unsubscribe to him. Well, do you want to know what, okay? Before we even put that up, do you know how many subscribers he had? 105. 1 and 0 and a 5. That is ridiculous. That is still less than me, Master, Launch, Roscoe Whitey, Robots Great War, and Silver TARDIS all had at the same time. And no, I'm not saying subscriptions are the biggest thing ever. I'm not saying that subscribers are the most fantastic thing ever. And I'm not saying that you need subscribers to have a good Family Wars series. I never said that. I'm just saying that it's stupid of you to say that you have more fans and you have more views and that makes you better when quite clearly we have more fans because we have more subscribers than you do. Huckool, fuckful, whatever you want to be called. You are a disgrace to YouTube. You make it sound as if it's a competition, as if it's a sport. Well, guess what? It isn't. It's a hobby site. It's what people. If people have hobbies, they upload videos for fun. We upload them for fun because we find them fun. We find it fun to make them. We enjoy editing them. We enjoy making the robots. And you're going to tell me that you enjoy pushing 2mm robots, 2 milliwatt robots a millimeter forward and taking a photograph? No, nobody enjoys doing that. The only reason you do it is because you want to get more subscribers and you think that'll give you a big fan base. You make it sound as if it's a sport. And it isn't. It's not a competition, it's not a sport, it's a hobby site. And it's muppets like you who just ruin YouTube. Okay, now I'm done for this video, but there's some comments that he's put on other people's video, and by God, I'm going to make a video on them. And I'm going to make a video of me responding to them to show you how much of an idiot he still is. I've been Anderson 9132. And until next time, bye-bye.